Hello everybody, welcome back to 20 Years of Doom, Spear of Destiny Part 2. I'm Temin.
I'm Coffee.
And today, we're in the dungeons. We've crawled through the tunnels underneath the castle and now we're in its basement. On floor 6, no less.
So what did I miss last episode since I got lost? Work.
I seem to remember a lot of magenta bricks. That's the most standout thing, if you ask me.
So there were no new monsters or anything?
There was a new boss. You missed Tron's Gross.
No.
Eh. Whatever. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. So, is there anything particularly different in Spear of Destiny that stands out?
On a surface level, no. But it has new bosses and a new sound for the chain gun.
Really?
Yeah, you missed it. It's pretty sick. I don't know if we'll get to hear it in this video.
Oh. I just heard it.
Oh, I meant the pickup sound.
Oh.
Also, we got the new ammo boxes, which give you 25 bullets instead of the things that give you only 8. Which is alright by me.
I kind of like to imagine Peters has all the ammo wrapped around his wrist like he does in the box art.
Well, I mean, where else is he gonna put it?
Maybe he just drags it behind him and it looks like some weird deformed metal tail. And the Nazis are like, there's a demon in the basement with a gun.
God, what wrath hath BJ brought? So, basically, I mentioned in the last thing that this was basically one episode lumped into, or 20 episodes lumped into one single episode. That's the entire game.
Don't you mean like 20 levels?
Yeah. But, shoot, yeah, the floors are divided up into 4 different parts with approximately 5 levels per area.
Huh.
So right now we're in the dungeon, as I mentioned, and we gotta ascend the tower via elevators.
And this is, I don't know if you and Red talked about this or not, but did you guys talk about how the hit scan works in this, or is it like some primitive version of it?
I don't think I've talked about hit scan specifically. I've talked about how damage is calculated, but hit scan, as far as I know it, basically when either you or an enemy fire your gun, it traces like an invisible line for a certain amount of units. Like, I think it could go only as far as 32 tiles, and anything in that certain path will take, you know, a random amount of damage based on the model I described earlier.
Ah, alright. So, it's exactly like the hit scan we know from like Doom and Build engine games, where dodging the hit scan enemies is pretty much tantamount to suicide.
Basically.
Cover. Right.
I've seen some speedrun, actually, where some guy was just able to barely dodge all the bullets. It's kind of nuts. Like, as long as you're spastically flailing around, you can dodge a lot of stuff. It's interesting.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the randomness of the pickup's shotgun. Sometimes he won't hit you at all, even if you're at point blank.
Yep. What can I say? I guess games were hard to program. I don't know.
Maybe the pickup was drunk.
Or maybe it just, since it turned into a pig, he lost all, you know, motor functions.
Yeah, we'll see when we get there.
Thanks, George Broussard.
I think you mean fuck you, George Broussard, but that's for another day and time.
Whatever. Same thing.
Are we going to be playing, you know what? Sometime later.
What?
You know what I mean.
That could mean anything.
George Broussard's last mistake.
Oh, maybe. Not for this particular, series of videos, I don't think.
Alright, we're gonna do like a Duke Nukem series of videos.
Maybe. But this is what's in the pipeline for right now.
That's good enough for me. I should probably re-record. Oh wait, I'm getting off rails here. Yeah, this level design seems really annoying to me, just because it's really claustrophobic.
It's claustrophobic and also not easy to find your way around in. No auto map yet. They didn't invent that until the Super 3D Noah's Ark. Spoilers.
We're actually doing
Yeah.
On which version? The SNES or the PC version that they released recently?
I only have the PC version.
That'll do.
Yep, that's all we need. Discussing future plans before they happen.
Well, to be fair, there's not much going on right now, aside from Milkmen and Smurfs.
Let's see. You want to read about Tron's Gross?
Sure.
The tunnels end at floor 5. Guarding the exit to the tunnels is Tron's Gross. Tron's, pronounced Trons, is so tough he chews up lead bars and spits out bullets. Make sure you're packing plenty of ammunition and a chain gun before you face Trons. He's a heavily armored, two-fisted gunman that wields dual chain guns, delivering more firepower than you can withstand in a toe-to-toe bullet battle.
God damn it.
Oh, and there's some trivia about id Software. Let's see. Too many ids. After choosing our name, we found that there was a chain of women's clothing stores named id. And of course, there's Brent Parker / Johnny Hart comic strip, The Wizard of Id. And in the movie Forbidden Planet, the id monster attacks people. We named our company id for 4 reasons. 1, the primary reason is our name is to represent that part of the psyche which we hope our games appeal to the most. Look in Webster's under id and pleasure principle. 2, also id is an acronym for in demand, a slogan of sorts in one of id's first games. 3, next it was similar to the name of a previous incarnation of our company. 4, finally, the Garg in Keen 1, our first shareware game, was sort of id incarnate.
What?
And I don't know. I'm not sure what they're referring to. I'll have to play Commander Keen to find out.
I can't wait when we get into that. That'll be some shit.
Oh man, this hint manual has all sorts of trivia.
Where did you get this hint manual anyway?
There's this website I've been using for reference material called wolfensteingoodies.com, I think.
And does it even have any mods up there?
I hadn't delved too deep into it. I'll have to check it out, more thoroughly later.
Because I remember discovering this one Wolfenstein mod that was in outer space on the Nazi Death Star or something retarded like that.
Was that Astrostein?
Yeah.
I think that was like a Wolfen Doom mod, which is a thing.
The only thing I don't like about Wolfen Doom mods is that the machine gun functions like the shotgun, and it really...
Man, that's dumb.
It's really distracting.
So yeah, id's original company name was Ideas from the Deep, which got severely truncated to 2 letters.
Plus it sounds probably too similar to Terror from the Deep, but I think that was before XCOM though.
Who knows? Maybe. Alright, you want to hear about some delayed development?
Oh boy.
Work on Spear of Destiny was hindered by the purchase of these following games: Neo Geo Fatal Fury, which Jay Wilbur called Fatal Productivity, and Super Nintendo Street Fighter 2. Thanks a lot, you other dang game makers. And a little bit on Bobby Prince, a prince of a musician. Robert Prince, our musician, used to be a lawyer. He became tired of the legal games and decided to pursue his other love, music. He has provided the music for the game series of Commander Keen and Wolfenstein 3. Now we just say our music is done by Prince. Thanks, John.
Oh yeah, should we talk about what we found earlier, right before we started, that I discovered?
moddb.com/Wolfenstein3D.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got some mods I might delve into if any of them are any good, which is doubtful, but we'll see.
Yeah, there's some special ones on there, like Batman versus Bane.
Yeah, Batman Stein.
Because that was totally the man, and I don't know, modding on the Wolfenstein engines.
Probably. This first engine they didn't make specifically to be modded, but people found ways to do it anyway, and I think the source code for this game released in '95, so people have been, you know, compiling their own EXEs for their own mods for this game, as far as I know.
That explains the SNES port.
Or does it? Dun dun dun.
Which we will not speak of until later. So is this essentially the...
In what way?
Like, it was added on later?
Oh, actually, in that regard, it's more like...
Oh.
Yeah. I told this to Red already, but basically, the first Wolf 3D was, you know, shareware, and then you could buy the full game via mail order. And this game was distributed by a company called FormGen, who they put the game up in retail stores with the big fat PC box.
Delicious.
Yep. I don't have it though. It's a sad day.
What a shame.
Sorry. It's just Spirit of Destiny. It's fine.
Didn't this add a fourth weapon though?
Nope. No new weapons.
I could have sworn.
Oh. The fourth weapon's the knife.
Right.
Deal with it.
Fine, jeez, I'll go play a superior game like Doom.
If you want to talk about more weapons, we could play the SNES version.
Oh.
Spoilers.
Are we ever going to be allowed to talk about the SNES version without being censored?
No.
Oh, well.
It's not possible.
I remember playing the SNES version. I remember dying to Hans Gross a lot because I was a babby. I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah. That game's not easy to kill bosses on.
And I remember my dad was going... Coffee? What are you doing playing Wolf 3D? I told you you could only have Super Mario Bros. Or Donkey Kong, not Wolf. You're too young to understand the complexity of Nazi slaying.
Oh my god. That's weird. Because they weren't Nazis in the SNES version.
He didn't say that, but he might as well have said it. He also said the same thing about SNES Doom.
Oh man. You had those growing up?
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. I had to buy them from jjgames.com.
I rented them from Blockbuster.
Oh man, remember when renting games was a thing?
Yeah, I don't miss it though.
I rented Diddy Kong Racing like 90 times. I had the same... My save file was persistent every time I picked it up. It was great.
No one overrode it or anything?
No, I was probably the only one who rented Diddy Kong Racing.
That's pretty sad.
Yep.
Because that game's actually kind of good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Beats out Mario Kart, I think.
Was Diddy Kong Racing in full 3D, or was that...
I think it did have 3D models.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was Mario Kart that had the 2D model, that's right.
Yeah, they just had a million sprite rotations.
Did you also play the Hexen port on N64?
Actually, yeah,
Because it's actually relevant to what we're doing.
Yeah.
I swear.
So, I didn't even have to buy that one. A friend had just gotten it from another friend, and he didn't want it because he had no idea what it is, and I'm like, oh, I know what Hexen is, I'll take that. And the music in the N64 version is actually better than the you know, PC version because it's like got the CD quality music and not the general MIDI stuff.
That's impressive for a 64-bit console.
Yep. Thanks, Raven.
Raven Software. Rest in peace.
Oh man. Isn't the last game like Wolfenstein?
No, their last game was like Sin Emergence.
I've never even heard
No,
of
Sin
that.
Episodes Emergence on the Source Engine.
Oh.
And then they got bought out by a casual game company, and it was just like, well...
That's weird. I could have sworn I've seen the logo more recently than that.
And it was just like, well, this is a sad day.
Rip.
Then I discovered Serious Sam right after. It was like, oh, and it was okay again. Seriously okay!
Did you know Raven made a game on the 3D engine?
What was that?
Yeah, it's a little thing called Shadowcaster. We're gonna cover it later.
Shadowcast. That's the first time I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's pretty obscure, I have to say.
No, is it as obscure as Tech War? It's another engine, but...
No, nothing's as obscure as Tech War. Which, speaking of, the people who made Tech War are the people who made Corridor 7 and Operation Body Count, other Wolfenstein 3D games.
And I almost want to say... I almost want to point people to who reviewed that. At the same time, we're going to play it anyway, so there's no point.
Someone's reviewed Operation Body Count?
And Corridor 7. Just Corridor 7.
Are you talking about lazy game reviews?
Yes.
That's funny. We pointed... well, I pointed him out in the last episode.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, did my job for me. He has some pretty great Sims reviews. But anyway.
Yep. A lot of Sims reviews and also a lot of old DOS games.
So what's special about this level exactly?
The boss is on it. We'll find him any moment now. Maybe. To be determined, really. I seem to be lost. Which...
Are those bone shards or...
Yeah, they're just bone dust. Dusty old bones full of green dust.
So Nazis are just going around smashing skeletons.
Yeah, smashing skeletons into putrid piles of putrid debris or something. Oh, I found the boss.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Oh!
Here he is. Welcome.
Is that Hulk Hogan with his beard shaved off and his mustache shaved off too? It's like balding Hulk Hogan.
Nailed it.
Well, it's Wilhelm Strauss. No, I mean Wilhelm, Gross?
It's Barnacle Wilhelm.
Oh, his occupation is being a barnacle.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Wilhelm Strasse isn't until way later, friend.
Yeah, Death's Head, my bad.
Yeah.
Well, someone tell Hulk Hogan... Oh my god, I don't even know what to say, but...
He's got a rocket launcher and a chain gun.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan has fallen some hard times where he has to work for Hitler.
Yeah, he has to time travel. Like, he's older than he is now, I think. He's balding. So, in the future, Hulk Hogan will go to World War II era and work for Hitler and try and kill B.J. Blazkowicz, only to chase him into this room full of medkits, making him dwindle all his ammo, firing rockets, you know, putting him in a bit of a tight spot.
I'm actually upset there's no rocket launcher for BJ to use.
Not in this version of Wolfenstein.
Wasn't that version of Wolfenstein basically Doom?
In ways, yes.
I swear there was like some other weapon aside from the flamethrower. I mean, rocket launcher.
Yep, you nailed it.
Well, the flamethrower was basically repainted plasma rifle, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, I just gotta find some ammo, man. I got 4 bullets.
Offer to buy his Hulkamania merchandise. Maybe he'll go away.
That would work if BJ knew what... Oh, I got him.
Oh, well.
Alright, no need. Got the key. I'm out of here. If I can find the exit. You know, take my time. Get all the treasure. Treasure.
I think BJ would know where to go by now. His mazes.
Alright,
Barnacle.
killed Barnacle Wilhelm.
Oh, that's his name.
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait to see the death reel this time around.
Let's see how...
Oh!
Got smurfed.
There's a good thing of food right there, too.
The horrible irony.
Oh!
Man, this game's not easy. I'm not even playing on the highest skill. Oh,
This video.
This is probably the shortest death reel in the entire game.